Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Points set to defended by top players before season end, including Aryna Sabalenka, Iga Swiatek, Swiatek Gauff, and Amanda Anisimova. Belarus' Aryna Sabalenka is looking highly likely to keep her top spot in the WTA rankings at the end of the ongoing season. The current season is moving towards the conclusion as all 4 Grand Slam titles have already been decided. Despite all major competitions having been played, some notable tournaments remain as well, which will see the top players defending some crucial points before the end of the ongoing season. Here is a list of top 10 players and information about what they will be fighting for in the latter stages of the season. 1. Aryna Sabalenka, 1,615 points. One player who could afford to be very confident of ending the season on a high note, as the reigning world number 1, is Sabalenka. The 27-year-old recently lifted her 4th Grand Slam title after successfully defending the U.S. Open. She defeated America's Amanda Anisimova in the final in straight sets with a score of 6-3, 7-6. With that win, Sabalenka extended her lead at the top to 11,225 rating points, more than 3,000 points ahead of the second-placed Poland's Iga Swiatek. The good news for Sabalenka is that there is only one player who is likely to overtake her, and that is Swiatek. Sabalenka has 1,615 points to defend before the end of the season. Out of those, she will defend 1,000 points at the Wuhan Open, just 400 points from the WTA Finals, and 215 from the China Open. 2. Iga Swiatek, 400 points. Swiatek remains the only candidate who realistically has a chance of overtaking Sabalenka at the top. The Polish tennis star, who was knocked out of the recently concluded U.S. Open after losing in the quarterfinal to America's Amanda Anisimova, has just 400 points to defend. Her next outing will be at the Korea Open in Hong Kong. Fight till the end. 3. Swiatek Gauff, 2,690 points. Number 3 ranked Swiatek Gauff, who is just 59 points behind Swiatek, does not have a realistic chance of overtaking Sabalenka. The reason is that Gauff had a brilliant end to last season, where she won the WTA Finals, and will now have to defend nearly 2,700 points of her own. Gauff had a disappointing outing at the U.S. Open, where she was knocked out after losing in the 4th round to Japan's Naomi Osaka. 4. Amanda Anisimova, 224 points. 4th in the list features America's Amanda Anisimova. The 24-year-old has produced some impressive performances in the recent past, where she managed to play in the final of the 2 Grand Slams. Anisimova, after her latest extended run at the U.S. Open, where she lost the final to Sabalenka, became the new world number 4. The good news for Anisimova is that she only has 224 points to defend. Anisimova, with so many little points to defend, is in a pole position to challenge Gauff for the 3rd spot. 5. Mira Andreeva, 604 points. Russia's Mira Andreeva is 5th on the list. The 18-year-old had a disappointing outing at the U.S. Open, where she suffered a shocking defeat in the 3rd round to America's Taylor Townsend. Andreeva is in a tight fix to keep her spot, as only 790 points separate the players from the 5th to 8th spot, and all those players have very few points to defend. Andreeva, during the last stretch of the season, has 604 points to defend. 6. Madison Keys, 129 points. America's Madison Keys is 6th on the list. The 2025 Australian Open winner has had a lean patch in the recent past and will have only 129 points to defend before the end of the season. That puts her in a very strong position to play in the WTA Finals this year. 7. Jessica Pegula, 124 points. 7th on the list is another American player, Jessica Pegula. The 2024 U.S. Open runner-up suffered a heartbreaking defeat in the recently concluded 4th and final Grand Slam of the year to the same opponent, Sabalenka, but this time in the semifinals. During the last phase of the season, Pegula has just 124 points to defend, which puts her in a commanding position to secure a spot in the top 8. 8. Jasmine Paolini, 480 points. 8th on the list features Italy's Jasmine Paolini. The 29-year-old had a rather disappointing season, But the good news is that she only has 480 points to defend before the end of season, which would give her a lot of hope of playing in the WTA Finals this year. 9. Zheng Qinwen, 2,340 points. Ninth on the list features China's Zheng Qinwen. The 22-year-old has had a difficult time on the court this year, with inconsistent results and fitness issues. Things are unlikely to get easier for Qinwen, who, going into the final part of the season, has more than 2,000 points to defend, which makes it extremely difficult for her to secure a spot at the WTA Finals. 10. Elena Rybakina, 200 points. After some impressive performances in the recent past, Rybakina remains in a very good position to secure a spot in the WTA Finals. The one-time Grand Slam winner is currently placed in 10th position with 3,833 points, less than 200 points behind 8th-placed Jasmine Paolini. With only 200 points to defend before the end of the season, Rybakina will remain optimistic that she will be able to secure a spot at the WTA Finals. As the 2025 WTA season nears its conclusion, the race for the year-end number 1 ranking intensifies, with Aryna Sabalenka, Iga Swiatek, Coco Gauff, and Amanda Anisimova all facing critical points to defend. Each player's performance in the remaining tournaments will significantly impact their rankings and prospects for the WTA Finals. Aryna Sabalenka, defending a substantial lead. Currently holding the world number 1 spot, Aryna Sabalenka has accumulated 12,420 points, with 5,025 points to defend before the season's end. Notably, she successfully defended her U.S. Open title, defeating Amanda Anisimova in the final, thereby securing her 4th Grand Slam title and maintaining her lead in the rankings. The Guardian. However, she faces challenges in defending points from the China Open and WTA Finals, where she triumphed last year. A strong finish to the season is crucial for Sabalenka to retain her number 1 position. Iga Swiatek, minimal points to defend. Iga Swiatek, currently ranked number 2, has only 830 points to defend in the remaining tournaments. This advantageous position allows her to gain significant ground in the rankings. Her recent victory at the Cincinnati Open propelled her back into the top 2, overtaking Coco Gauff. Tennis 365. Swiatek's focus will be on capitalizing on opportunities in the upcoming tournaments to challenge for the top spot. Coco Gauff, high points defended, seeking momentum. Coco Gauff, ranked number 3, has 3,060 points to defend, including titles at the China Open and WTA Finals. Despite a challenging season marked by early exits at Wimbledon and the U.S. Open, Gauff remains in contention for the WTA Finals. Her recent coaching change, bringing in Gavin McMillan, aims to address her serving issues. Talksport. A strong performance in the remaining tournaments is essential for Gauff to maintain her position and qualify for the finals. Amanda Anisimova, aiming for a strong finish. Amanda Anisimova, who reached the U.S. Open final, has shown resilience and skill throughout the season. While she has fewer points to defend compared to her peers, Anisimova's recent performances indicate her potential to disrupt the rankings. Her focus will be on maintaining consistency and capitalizing on opportunities to elevate her standing in the final stretch of the season. Conclusion. The final tournaments of the 2025 WTA season will be pivotal in determining the year-end rankings. Sabalenka's substantial points to defend place her under pressure to perform, while Swiatek's minimal points to defend provide her with an advantageous position to challenge for the top spot. Gauff's need for momentum and Anisimova's potential for disruption add further intrigue to the race. As the season concludes, the performances of these top players will shape the landscape of women's tennis for the coming year.